How everybody doing? I'm Antoine, or this slide, D8, we want to drive 6 bangers, maxi. And my PowerPoint informative essay today is on top 5 muscle cars of America. I believe it should be top 5. I just want to inform y'all on these. There you go. This right here, who can tell me what this car is?
That is a C7 Corvette.
You can at least get a year, man. You're right. 2018 C7 Corvette. It didn't come with supercharged motor. It's just straight up. It's the LT4 6.2 liter motor. Come with 480 horsepower with quad tip pipes, ball ATEC exhaust, and about magnet. That's just gorgeous, man. You get in that, it's like it got instantaneous speed. I remember riding my uncle in it. It's like as soon as he put the second gear, that car automatically pulls you back in the seat. It's like you being lifted off in the air. You're like you losing all your breath. I'm like, whoa. I'm used to driving around a Mustang. It's like my first time riding a Stingray Corvette. And I'm like, wow. And so, knowing something about that. And then that's the Corvette C06, same model, 2018. Only thing is, it comes supercharged LT4, 6.2 liter V8 motor. And what's the difference about these? Well, basically, they're about the same. Only thing is, the Corvette Z06 comes with like a carbon fiber space frame. You got the same ball ATEC exhaust. Got the suede interior inside of it. Only thing is, it's got a Z06 performance package that comes with Michelin tires. Comes with the Corvette name brake calipers, all that better traction tires. 89,000, and it's on 70,000. Basically, it's not a big difference. It's the same price range. And then 465 pounds of torque. That comes 650 feet of torque. Basically, I'm going to tell you right now, the difference between this and this is a supercharged motor. Basically, a supercharger is basically an air compressor that's full of pressurized air that increases the density and pressure inside of an internal combustion engine. So it's increasing the air supply inside the motor. So it's basically just heating up the piston so they can just continue just pump V8. So it's basically just pumping, just steady going. And plus you got your Apple CarPlay, so you want to listen to music, you can be in there jamming, hook up your iPhone. I advise you not to use your Samsung, but it makes you happy. And of course, some of y'all love this car right here. Y'all know y'all love Dodge. You can't love Dodge. And then the Dodge Demon just came out about a month ago. The thing about it, the 2016 Dodge Hellcat SRT, it's a great car, but it's been outdone by the Dodge Demon. One thing is, Dodge Demon's been outlawed from the track because it's so fast. It's like 840 horsepower, and around 0 to 60 is like 2.3 seconds. So you're doing that, man, and it's designed explicitly for drag racing. This car, they both street legal, but that's basically designed for drag racing. You can tell by the small size of you can tell by the small size of the front tire and the big tire in the back. And plus, this car ain't even been released yet, and it's doing 0 to 60, and I got 2.1 seconds. Basically about the same, ain't no real difference. It's beating the Tesla Model S, it's a 7.0 liter all aluminum V8 supercharged motor. That's the only basic difference between these two cars here, but it's still putting out great horsepower. I mean, it's a top muscle car right now to this day. It's beating Corvette, Mustang, Camaro, all of them. I still take a Mustang on any day. And then, obviously, price range, 80,000 to 90,000. Chump change, right? Hey man, it's chump change. Cat bag exhaust, ball ATEC. You know, you gotta have the exhaust pipe. You gotta have the cams in it. Basically, if you want to call a loud noise, it's gonna shake the earth, you gotta have some cams. Basically, B303 cams, get you a Hellcat supercharger, however you want it. And then your Camaro, it says, your Camaro ZL1 1LE. This has already been released, 2018. Chevy just released it, but this right here, they still keeping it locked up, just like the Demon. They won't even release it yet, I don't know why, but it's pushing about 650 horsepower. They got the same motor as the Corvette Z06. Yeah, basically got the same motor. It got 6-speed manual and 8-speed automatic transmission. Got the active rail matching. The thermal brakes with the 1LE logo. And then it's the first production Camaro ever be designed for the track performance on that lead. The Camaro SS, basically the same as the Camaro SS has always been. Only thing is, got a little different color lighting you can get inside the car. Like, you know how the Corvette got the red trim inside the suave interior. This got the interior where you can get like, you can change different colors. Chevy really upgrading, they really doing their thing. Still ain't beating forward. Still got the 6.2 LT1 V8 engine with 455 horses, dual overhead cams. The acceleration, it's best to get automatic in these sport cars. You know, the transmission accelerates faster than you can shift sometimes. But you can practice to the point where you can actually shift transmission, time it right. You got hours of practice. Exactly. That does work. But direct injection with variable valve timing, and then price range, $34,000 to $40,000 for the SS. For the 1LE, price range pretty good. It's probably around, I guess, $72,000. Jumps at it, right?
About 75.
Oh yeah, that's my little animation. And then this big baby right here, a big block. Chevy used to have one of them big top performance motors. Big Chevy orange, big block motor. Basically, big blocks where you keep engine cylinders, the pistons, you keep crankshaft, all that. Where you turn the engine cylinders, the combustion chamber, all that. It's a 396 Chevy big block engine, produces 375 horse, and it's in the 1969 and 1970 model Chevelle SS. A lot of people don't even think about this car. They don't even remember that much. And I don't know why. It's a great car. Like my grandfather, we did the same thing to this old Chevelle he had. He had a red Chevelle. It had black stripes down the middle of it. And we took out the old regular motors, and I think it was a 302, something like that. And then we took out the old motor. I was young at the time, like 14. And we took out the old motor and put a big block, probably Chevelle SS, stamped Super Sport. Put a big block 396 in it, producing 375 horses. We thought about putting a supercharger on it. We said, supercharger? No, we need that much horsepower. Pop off. We need that much horsepower. I would probably do it, but you don't need it. And then the twin brother too, you know, the 1970 Oldsmobile 442. And what the 442 mean, it's a 4-barrel carburetor, 4-speed transmission, and dual head exhaust. Price range, I didn't put the price, because basically I couldn't even find the price of it. The price of it is probably around 22,000, close to it. And then it got an L78 V8 396 motor, and then it got the L89 396 motor you put in. And this baby right here, favorite car, that 5.0, and that Shelby GT500 Super Snake. I had to be very special on this. There we go. All right, this is the LT4 motor that's in the Corvette, producing 650 horses. Plus you see the throttle body, the marker balancer, the pulleys, the belt, the crankshaft, the head, the fuel injectors, all that on it. And then you got your GT500 motor, plus it's producing 800, and that 2018 GT500 motor Super Snake is producing like 850 horses. Stop, 5.0, built by Shelby, plus performance. And that little truck there, that upgrade. Then the 5.0, that's my 5.0 Mustang, it's got 435 horses. The new one they making now, it was like 455 horses. So they really upgrade, bringing the suspension lower, carbon fiber tires, 19-inch luster aluminum tires. Got just upgrade all the way. And then they got the Camaro LT1 motor, K&N cold air intake filter, producing 455 horses. The Dodge Demon motor, K&N air tank. Best, if you want the best cold air intake, you go with K&N filters. They got the best kind. Supercharged motor, got the Demon engraved on the top of it. And then you got the LT1 Corvette motor, just 480 horses, just great. Oh, I know, don't worry about it, take your time. And then I got another video.
No.
Hey, I mean, it's a great video, I don't like it though.
When we started out to build a Demon, we didn't start out to compete with anyone else in the industry. We started out working from our background and being the best version of what we could be. because we are completely different. We are not trying to be a sports car. We are not trying to be a pony car. We're trying to be a street strip muscle car, and there's no one else in that space. We decided very early on in the project that the key to success on this car was going to be the last tenth. And I don't mean the tenth of a second in a quarter mile. I mean that last tenth of effort that was going to push you beyond an interesting stat into a stat that had never been done before. I mean, you start at the top of the list, drag radials. No one's ever put drag radials on a car. They've been available in the marketplace, but they've never been put on a production car. That's a first that we're very proud of. Transmission. No one has ever put a trans brake in a production car. No one has used the air conditioning system to cool the intercoolers. The Demon engine is all new. It's not a tuned-up version of our Hellcat engine. The only part that carries over is the cylinder head. We deck-honed the block, which is something you see on high-end race car engines. New crankshaft, new connecting rods, new pistons, new camshaft, all new valve train, and a new, larger 2.7-liter supercharger. So all of those things that make it a dedicated drag car, all of those things that make it awesome on the strip, you can completely modify. You can make this car as comfortable or as crazy as you want it to be. The two most common questions I get on Demon, number one, why'd you build a car like this? And the second question after that, how much horsepower does it have? And I always tell everybody, I'll tell you that horsepower, it's amazing, but I want to explain to you the full performance package and everything that that horsepower enables. I'm going to walk you through a virtual run of what it's like to drive a Demon. You strap yourself into a 4-point harness, take your red key, fire up the most powerful V8 production engine ever put in a car. Put your car into drag mode. Once you go into drag mode, your suspension is already...
Alright, that gives you a little idea of the Dodge Demon. The reason why I put it on there, because the top muscle car that was on out of all these slides got the most horsepower. So it gives like a basic idea, more better explained, because dude owns the place, he's basically just killing it. Dodge doing their own thing. And of course, no moving Vin Diesel. Like I said, ask any racer, any real racer, it don't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. A win is a win. Basically, no matter how you get it, I wouldn't cheat, of course, but yeah, winning is winning by an inch or a mile. And that's the conclusion of my presentation. I hope y'all like it.